Hello everyone, my name is Oksana and today we're going to dance. Today we will explore Flex and Flow program. It's kind of a mix between yoga and contemporary dance. If you're not a dancer and if you never tried contemporary, no problem. We're gonna go step by step and I will introduce yoga poses for you as well. So if you've never done yoga before, it's also not a problem. It's not gonna be a very difficult class, but I would suggest you to warm up properly before attempting this flow. Let's get started and remember to enjoy the process. So I'm gonna start facing the mirror and with back to you so you understand our flow a little bit better from the beginning, and later I will turn myself. We're gonna start in the downward facing dog position, pretty easy. Drop your palms down, step back, push the floor away, bend your knees one by one, arrive here, and kick your right leg all the way up. So this will be our first movement. And both legs are straight here from the beginning. But the second move is going toward the left knee. And you try to bend the knee, lift the heel up. Pretty easy. Keep the right leg straight, bend the left knee. One more time, here. We're adding our right leg as well. Bend the left knee and bring the right knee behind to tap. Try to keep your right shin parallel. So we go up, we bend both knees, tap. The second tap with the right knee goes toward the left heel. And relax, drop yourself down. So now you can think about it. It's gonna be one movement, leg up. Second movement, you tap the area behind the knee. Third movement, you tap your heel. So let's try all of these movements together. Kick the right leg up, deep breath in. On the exhalation, bend both knees, right knee behind the left. And then lower down to tap the heel and kick it one time, up again. Very good, we're gonna try one more time. Kick the right leg up, tap the area behind the knee, tap your heel, kick it all the way up, deep breath in, and on the exhalation, bring the right leg outside of your left palm. So here we're kind of building a falling triangle here. Right leg outside, left arm up, hips open, and bring yourself back. We're moving from the downward facing dog again. Kick your right leg up, deep breath in, bend your knee, tap. Second tap, kick it up and out. When you're kicking your right leg out, bend the left knee, point with your left toes outside. So it's kind of like a Skandasana in the legs. And with the left arm, you reach over your head, chest open. And we're gonna try everything together. Kick the right leg up, tap, tap, and kick, and out. So here you can bend the elbow, open it outside, or bigger movement with the arm outside. Let's try one more time. Bring yourself down to the downward facing dog. Kick the leg up, bend and tap, and tap. Up and out. Good job. We're gonna try one more time. This time I will face you so you can see it more clearly from this side. Bring yourself down to the downward facing dog. Kick the right leg up, bend the knee, tap, tap, and kick. Kick the right leg out and back to the tabletop position here. your palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna go one more time. Kick it right leg up, bend, and tap your heel, and kick, and out, back. Good job. And now we're gonna add a little bit more on top of this movement. Let's get ready and drop yourself down to the downward facing dog. Deep breath in, kick the right leg up, and tap. Tap the heel, kick it up, out, back to the tabletop position. Here, open your chest and bring your chin up, belly down. Bring your right knee up, point with the toes up toward the ceiling. And here, open the knee outside. Drop your right toes down, send your hips toward the heels. With the right arm, we are reaching over the head. So this one is kind of tricky. Be careful with the knee. I'm wearing the knee pad, so it will be useful if you have something soft here to protect your knees. So when we're doing here, you are trying to open your knees as a clamshell, shifting the weight to the back. Here, and your chest is open up toward the ceiling. Right arm over, find the stretch through the right side of the body. And then you are bringing yourself back to the tabletop position. Press your palms down, lift your knees up, straighten your arms, lower down your forehead, and straighten your legs back to the downward facing dog. We're gonna repeat this one more time. Kick your right leg all the way up, deep breath in, bend your knee, tap. Second tap, kick it up, on the exhalation, out, back to the tabletop, knees down, toes up, chin up, hip open, knee out, drop your right toes, send your hips to the heels, keep reaching with the right arm. And back to the center, tabletop, tuck your toes, push the floor away, downward facing dog. Good job. Now I will try to face the camera so you can see me more clearly from other side. Downward facing dog. Kick the right leg all the way up, and tap, and tap. Kick it up, and out. Back to the tabletop. Chest open, chin up. Open the hip. Right toes down. Reach with your arm over your head. Back to the tabletop. Tuck your toes. Push the floor away. Lift your knees. Arms straight. Straighten your legs. Downward facing dog. And on the top of this one, we're gonna add the second part of our flow today. And it's gonna be triangle, lizard pose, rectangular lizard pose. For this one, would be nice if you open the hips before, so you can find the video on my channel for hips and shoulders opening. That one will be really helpful here. Okay, we're gonna start adding a little bit more. Back to the downward facing dog. Kick the right leg all the way up, bend the knee, tap the heel, kick it up and out. Back to the tabletop, chin up, diamond shape through your legs, reach with your arm over your head. Back to the tabletop, tuck your toes, push the floor away, downward facing dog. Here we're starting again in the downward facing and kicking the right leg again. Shift your weight forward, bend the knee through the plank. You are sliding your right foot in between your palms. Lower down the left heel. Here we're building triangle pose. So push the floor away with your feet, engage your core, and reach with your arms all the way up. Left palm down, right arm over. Find the opening through the chest. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, cartwheel your arms down. And your right palm goes to the midline, left arm goes over. So here you can build your triangle with your arms as well, or another variation, with the right arm you are reaching toward the left shin, and with the left palm you are reaching toward the right ankle. And here open your chest, look up toward the ceiling, take a deep breath in and release. Bring your left palm forward, right palm to the midline. Bend the right knee, straighten your left leg, elbows bended. You sink a little bit deeper into this rectangular lizard shape, and then you bend the knee, tap to the floor, and straighten again. Very good. I'm gonna show you the same movement from other side. Bring yourself down to the downward facing dog. Kick the right leg all the way up. Tap. The second time, kick it up and out. Back to the tabletop. Deep breath in, chin up. On the exhalation, diamond shape into the legs. Reach with the right arm. Back to the center. Tabletop. Push the floor away. Downward facing dog. Kick the right leg all the way up. Shift your weight forward. Step between your palms. Lift heel. Down. Reach with your arms up and over. Right arm to the left side of the room. Cartwheel your arms. Maybe find the bind in your triangle. Bend the knee. Right palm in the midline, left arm over. Here we're building our lizard. So sink a little bit deeper with the hip, the back leg straight, elbows pointing up. Create this beautiful shape. And then from this one, we bring in our elbow down and rolling to the left side. Bringing our right leg to straight. Chest open, deep breath in. Bend the knee. And here, bring your both elbows down, bend the knees, push the floor away, and find kind of boat pose, but our knees are bended beautifully, and you can even cross them just a little. And then you're straightening the legs forward, reaching with the arms over your legs, fold forward, and back to the center. Okay, we're gonna repeat one more time. Find the downward facing dog. We start here. Kick the right leg all the way up. Bend the knee, tap. The second tap, kick it up. Open to the left. Back to the tabletop. Chin up. Diamond shape, reach with the right arm, back to the center, push the floor away, downward facing, kick the right leg, build in a triangle, reach with your arms, deep breath in. On the exhalation, find the bind, and here bend the knee, lizard here, left elbow down, roll to the floor, straighten your right leg, and we're building our beautiful boat pose. Straighten your legs, reach with your arms, back to the center. Good job. One more time. I will face the camera. We start again in the downward facing dog. Kick the right leg up, deep breath in. Tap, tap, kick, and out. Back to the tabletop. Inhale. On On the exhalation, diamond shape. Back to the tabletop. Push the floor away. Hips up. Kick the right leg. Triangle. All the way up to the standing. Find the bind. Rectangular lizard. Elbow down. Straighten the right leg. And here, roll. Push. Straighten the legs. Reach with the arms. Fold back to the center. And here we're adding on top of this one. We're rolling through the left side. So here, roll onto your belly. Bend the right knee and the left knee. And back to the seated. And we find the boat pose again. Okay, so we're gonna repeat this one. You're crossing your legs, reach. Back, lean to the left. Bend the right knee. Push the floor away. Left knee. Seated. Boat. And here, we are done. Okay. We are going to add a little bit more details, but we are done with the flow. That's it. It's gonna be pretty simple and beautiful, and I encourage you just to enjoy this little dance. And you can pause this video and repeat by yourself before, until the moment you feel comfortable enough to move maybe a little bit faster pace, and I will give you less instructions here, okay? Let's get started. Find the downward facing dog. Deep breath in, kick the leg, bend the knee, tap, tap, kick, out, back, inhale, up. On the exhalation, reach, back to the tabletop, push, downward facing dog, right leg up, step forward, triangle, reach, and bind. Lizard, elbow, straighten the right leg, boat, forward, reach, back to the seated, roll, boat, and hug your knees, and we're done here. Okay, a little bit more details. In a downward facing dog, you try to push your arms firmly, try to keep your legs straight, but if you need, you can always keep them bended slightly. When you're doing the first kick, try to reach as high as possible. Try to bring your chest closer to the left leg, and then try to bring the knee behind your left knee. And then again, the second tap, you are going a little bit lower. And then inhale, kick. On the exhalation, out, hips down, chest open, deep breath in. On the exhalation, back to the tabletop. Here you can keep your toes tucked, chin up, chest open. Deep breath in, and on the exhalation, you step it out. First, keep your palms down so you find the balance. Your knee is pointing out, and you here slowly, maybe touching the floor, and then reaching it over. And then back. So here's an option where you can keep the knee down, or whenever you push and you feel like you can lift your knee up, it's also a possible here. And then down. And now here, shift your weight, hips leading to the back, push the floor away, and straighten. Inhale up, the right leg straight. Here, bend the knee, shift your weight forward, round the back. Maybe one step, maybe two steps, it's okay. If you can, all the way between your right and left palm, left heel down. Build a solid base for your triangle and then engage your core. Deep breath in, reach with your arms. Chest open. And back. Remember, here's an option. You can just stay here, kinda in the triangle shape, even in your upper body. Or you can find the bind. Chest open, look up toward the ceiling. And now here, bend the knee. Both palms outside of the right foot. Straighten the left leg, elbows pointing up. Elbow down, roll onto the left thigh to the back. Here, try to straighten the right leg, but even if you cannot, you can just keep it here and make a little kick, and that's all. Here, try to press your forearm firmly. So here, kick. Good job. Straighten if you can, chest open. And here, push the floor away. Roll onto your bum, chest open. Keep your knees bended. And then here, toes leading the way. And push the floor, chest open, reach with your arms over your legs. And then back to the left side, roll onto your belly, elbows in, chest open. Toes, right toes up, left toes up, leading to the right side. Back to the seated first. Find the balance, engage the core, spine straight. Bend your knees, point your toes, and hug yourself. And we're done here. Good job. Now I'm gonna face this camera, and let's try a few more times. Find the downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, kick the right leg up. Tap, tap, kick it up, and out. Deep breath in, back to the tabletop. Inhale, up, exhale. Deep breath in, tabletop, downward facing dog. Kick the right leg up, building triangle. Reach on the exhalation. Bind, lizard, stretch, boat, forward, to the side, roll, boat, and hug. Okay, good job. One more time. Downward facing dog. Kick the right leg up. Tap. Tap. Kick. And out. Back. Inhale here. Exhale. Back. Push. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Build a triangle. Reach. Bind. Open. Lizard. Elbow. Right leg straight. Boat. Toes leading. Reach. Roll. Seated. Boat. Hug. Okay, let's do the last time all together. And if you want, you can repeat as many times as you need and as you wish. So just enjoy your movement. Let's do it together. Downward facing dog. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Reach and tap, and kick, and out, and in. Chin up, diamond, back, and push. Straighten, kick leg up, triangle, reach, find your bind, open, lizard. Deep breath in, chest open, boat, reach, roll, boat, and hug. Good job, everyone. Yay! We're done for today. Thank you so much for joining me and practicing with me, exploring Flex and Flow program. I have Patreon, and you can support me there. I will publish more flows, maybe longer version of this flow, more lifestyle content, and backstage. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave me the comments below if you have any questions. Bye bye, hope to see you next time.